Bunky here. I've shown you Baby's first gold character. Okay, now I'm going to show you Baby's first platinum character. Yeah, the Turian Ghost is that. You won't find anybody that matches his combination of damage output and survivability. It really is quite a steady slope there. I really do believe this character was designed in mind with her to sort of let players play the higher difficulties with a lot more ease. Let me show you how this works. It's a no fitness build, guys, because you just don't need it, unless of course you wanted to do some sort of melee build, but his melee's not all that, to be honest. It's pretty cool. It's best for just sort of stackering phantoms, to be honest. But let's look at Tactical Cloak. I'm going to recommend you just take a sort of damage buff with it, go with damage for the first evolution, recharge speed for the next, although this, you know, you can go with the melee damage. I did say the heavy melee is pretty decent. And then for the final evolution, there's the assault rifle damage. See, now most infiltrators sort of rock a sniper rifle damage boost. This guy's got the assault rifle. He's the only one that gets the assault rifle damage boost. That in itself allows you to just sort of stay away from really dangerous situations and just turn out a lot of DPS with an assault rifle. I mean, infiltrators, as is, generally have it easier than every other class because they can just sort of slip away from dangerous situations in an instant. They generally don't get a lot of aggro and then they churn out a ton of damage. What this guy's got on top of all that is the stimulant pack. This is just free ops packs for everybody. It really is. As long as you hit the ammo boxes, you've got an ops pack. It's that simple, guys. You just eat one of these, get your shields back. From the beginning, you get 1,200 shields every time you chow one of these bad boys down, and it's more you need. I mean, if you find that you've lost your shields again, eat another one. It's that simple. The survivability's there. That's why I don't recommend you go with any more shield evolutions here. Just take the damage ones. I mean, they're minor, but we're working with Tactical Cloak here. Okay, so our damage output is huge, and a small percentage of a huge figure is still a decent figure, guys. So you go with damage in the first evolution, get the 5% buff there. For the next evolution, take duration. So then you got the damage buff for 9 seconds then, which is really nice. And then for the final evolution, go with weapon damage. Okay, so you got 12.5% damage increase there every time you chow one of these down to get your shields back. And that's how it works, to be honest, guys. I mean, you can chow one of these down to help you whittle down a boss, or you can just chow these down because you need to survive. Either way, if the enemy take your shields down, it's like the worst thing they can do because you get stronger for it. And then he's got Overload. Okay, this is an incredible power on everybody, but his Overload really is just high voltage. It's because of that, because you can shoot his Overload with Tactical Cloak, you really don't need to go with like the shield damage buff, because you're going to be able to strip a Phantom shields in like one hit. You can take down a Bwncis in about 2 or 3, well 3 or 4 maybe. It is a really hard-hitting Overload, and it's because of all these damage boosts that we're rocking at the moment. And because of that, I actually recommend that you just try and do more damage to everything with his Overload. So go with damage in the first evolution, take Neuroshock, you always want Neuroshock, but then go with Shield Overload for the final evolution, because now we're going to just hit armor and health bars. Going to hit them harder, because we're already doing plenty of damage to shields and barriers. Even on Platinum, guys, even on Platinum, I still do feel this is the better Overload for this guy. And then for his passives, I don't even know how you pronounce that word. That's a word I've only ever seen written. What is that? Armiga? Feel free to post a comment and give me a lesson there, I don't know. But you want to just sort of hit hard here as well, guys. Take damage and stability for the first evolution, take power damage for the next evolution, just because that makes our Overload stronger again. But you can go with headshots if you want, just really just focus on your weapon damage. But then on the final evolution, get some more there, damage and stability. Okay, so now we got 30% weapon damage, and don't forget we're Turians, so we got a 55% weapon stability as well. So it's just easier to handle all guns with them and just do a ton of damage with everything. You don't need the fitness, guys, unless you wanted to do a melee build. And if you did want to do a melee build, just take all melee damage. Literally, what would you lose then? I suppose you could sacrifice I don't know. I really don't know, actually. I wouldn't recommend a melee build on this character unless you're just pissing about, to be honest, because the damage you're going to do with this build I'm showing you now is incredible. For the weapon, I'm rocking the Cerberus harrier. I mean, that, just like Overload, is awesome on everybody, but it's just amazing on this guy. We're really going to kind of rival that Geth Infiltrator build I've shown you already with the damage we can do with this thing. I've stuck the magazine upgrade and the extended barrel on it. You can go ahead and replace the magazine with a piercing mod if you wanted to, although, you know, you kind of just want to stay out there just churning out a ton of damage, and when with that really small clip, it's going to kind of draw you out quite frequently. I mean, we are going to be hitting those ammo boxes for our stimulant packs, but I still think you're going to be happy with the magazine upgrade. For the equipment, I'm going to be sticking on some nice juicy armor piercing 4s, okay, so we can just chew through bosses and stuff like that. That's why we really don't need the piercing mod there. For the armor bonus, I'm going to go ahead and just put a shield power cells on it. That's some nice added survivability there. For the gear bonus, Warfighter package. Okay, this is the assault rifle damage increase again, and then we got 2 extra grenades, because that's what the stimulant pack is, guys. They're like a grenade power, so we can carry 4 of them now. And then for the weapon bonus, I'm obviously going to rock another assault rifle rail lamp and get another 30% damage again. So it's all just piling up here. There's going to be a ton of damage we're going to do, and I'm going to show you that right now. Let's jump into the gameplay. And they're off. Okay, so it's me and Dom with a couple of pugs. We're doing another unknown gold. Dom's going to attempt to show me up here. He's rocking his Turian Ghost, but he's got the Harrier 10 on it. I've only got a Harrier 6. I'm pretty jealous, I'm not going to lie. I mean, the Harrier 1's amazing. The Harrier 6, incredible. I can only imagine the Harrier 10's rather godly. But don't worry, for the most part, all it's going to do is make the game incredibly unfair for the enemy, because me and Dom are going to drill them hard. Turian Ghost has incredible DPS. It's insane. And it's not that it's shocking to see like an Infiltrator do all this damage. What's just insane is just how there's like no balance. As something I've always brought up with like the Drell and the Geth, who they're the highest damage outputters in the game. I mean, the Geth really still is the highest DPS character with the white weaponry. However, it's like when the Geth gets shot, he goes down for the most part, okay? Whereas this guy, he just shrugs it off because he's got the Stimpacks. He's the real full package, guys. You've just got incredible damage output and immense survivability, and it's just there's no drawback to this guy. He's really just easy mode. I mean, the DPS, I mean, let's look at the numbers here, guys. I think Tactical Cloak gives you like an, what is it? An 80% damage boost. You've got 12.5% with the Stimpacks. You've got like 30% with his passives. I got another 30% with the rail lamp. And then for the gear, I think I got another 20% there. This is just all piling up, and it's just so much damage you output there. And then we're an Infiltrator. Okay, so Infiltrators, for the most part, don't get any aggro, and if they do get any aggro, they can normally kind of slip out the situation quite easily. They spend half the game invisible, so the enemy don't see them, the enemy don't shoot them, they'll normally go after your teammates who are like in plain view the whole match. So, you know, it's really incredible that you've got that going on, and then, on top of it, you've got the Stimpack. So it's like, if you ever do happen to get any return fire, you just dust it off with a Stimpack. You literally, the moment your shields go down, eat a Stimpack, and they're back. And you're stronger for it now. We got that 12.5% in action the moment we do that for the next 9 seconds. So you know that's something you really can do when you want to just sort of take out a boss with all you got. Literally, just eat your Stimpack, cloak, and then shoot them down. Yeah. They're really easy to manage as well, guys, because as I said, you don't get shot that much, so you don't really need to get your shields back that much. And you know, as soon as you do, as soon as you've had to eat one, you're probably going to be at another ammo box soon, and then you're just going to be fine, because they're like grenades, guys. You carry a limited amount of them, and you get more of them. when you hit the ammo box. Literally stuff like that is the only thing that takes out the Turian Ghost. Surprise. If you can react to the situation, you're going to survive it. I mean, there I was just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. There was a grenade ready to go off as I approached it. I didn't know it was there. The icon was just too late to react to. But yeah, it's a full package. It's really easy to play. I mean, it's not even that shocking that the Infiltrator's good. I mean, I don't think anybody would argue that the Infiltrators are actually the best class in the game, even whether you like it or not, because they do have it pretty easy, guys. I mean, they do a load of damage, and they don't get much return fire. But then, the thing that most of the Infiltrators have to deal with is, like, if they did get return fire, they normally went down, whereas the Turian Ghost just doesn't. I mean, I've even tapped into the fact that he's got this incredible evasive maneuver. Look, that's the jetpack there. You just cover an insane amount of ground with it. You can literally, if you're in a bad situation, you can pull out of it with one single maneuver. It's like a Bwnci gets up in your face, you hit back A, and you're out of that situation. It's all, and you're ready to just gun them down with the assault rifle. Because assault rifles as well, there's another strength to the Ghost again. It's like the assault rifles generally do a lot of DPS. They're, as far as standard weapons in the game go, okay, they're really good hitters. And the fact that his tactical cloak supports this type of gun is just wow. He really is an insanely powerful character. He was definitely designed in mind with just making the higher difficulties more accessible. I mean, a lot of people cried out for a challenge when gold got too easy. And and BioWare developed Platinum difficulty, and then Platinum kind of just became this inaccessible difficulty for the vast majority of the player base. Okay, that's why it's impossible for you to get like a Pug Platinum game without seeing that Rio box one time or another, just because that's the only way most people can beat it. So then they made characters like this. They made characters like the Turian Ghost, which really gives somebody who hasn't got all the elite skills to just sort of still be an asset to the team, okay? Because then they don't have to worry about not being strong enough or not being able to survive, because he does it for them, okay? He gives them this insane amount of damage output, and he gives them this incredible survivability. I mean, I did my Platinum solo with this guy. Well, the game's not convinced I did, but I am. Alright, let me get into it. Basically, I was doing my Platinum solo. It was actually turning out to be so easy that I got a bit reckless. I ended up going through all my consumables as a result. Come extraction, I was sniped by an Atlas at the LZ, and I could do nothing but lie there then. The clock ended up ticking over before I bled out, so I got the mission successful screen, but but no one actually extracted, so I didn't get the point for it. I ended up doing another Platinum solo then with the Geth Trooper. Don't worry, I'll bring him out another time, guys. But I got that. Basically, I got that precious figure on my N7 HQ now. But I could have easily done it with this guy. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not telling you guys to go and get your Platinum solo point with this guy, unless you've got the knowledge and the skills. There is a certain know-how. You do need to have soloing abilities to do it. Okay, if you can't solo any difficulty at the moment, you definitely aren't going to solo a Platinum just because you're playing as this guy. I mean, that's something I can do. I mean, if enough of you really wanted to see me to give you some like solo tips, I will, if enough of you request and stuff like that. I won't lie to you though; it's going to be a bit of a drag. Obviously, when you're playing on your own, there's more for you to do. The games are a bit longer, so they're going to be long games. They're going to take longer for me to render, longer for me to upload. But if it's something you want to learn to do. I can show you, and there's a lot of the know-how and stuff is just not worth me bringing up in any of these video guides because they're irrelevant. They're literally only relevant in a Platinum situation, but it is a team game. And this is why people really need to get over characters like this. People on the forums would scream, "Oh, he's overpowered." Yeah, he is, but like BioWare frequently, well, not frequently, but they have a few times. They just have kept updating it. The stats for the multiplayer, the actual success rate for players in this game is actually shockingly low. There's a lot of bad players, to be honest, and they need characters like this. They don't. If there's characters like this in the game, it gives them strength so that they don't bring you down. It's a team game, okay? Everyone, you don't the experience points and the money isn't divided by what you put into the game, okay? Everyone leaves with the same amount of experience and money. So why you would want somebody bringing you down just so that you can prove that you're the best is ridiculous, okay? You'll have a much better game because they're not going to run out, they're not going to die and leaving you to do objectives on your own or forcing you to like go out and save it or so that the missions go along faster. You want characters like this and the Krogan Vanguard. It lets the casual gamers gives them more accessibility to the game because this is the video game market nowadays, guys. There's a lot of casual gamers out there, and they do not possess the elite skills necessary to keep up with the big boys. The ones that got the industry to this point. But the industry caters to them, and this is the kind of characters that they get. And there's no reason to besmirch the character. No one's stopping you from playing him as well. At the end of the day, if a bad player picks up the Turian Ghost, he's not going to, steal the show. Okay, he's just going to perform decently. It's only if a really good player picks up the Turian Ghost that you're probably not going to see a single enemy. To be honest, because the Turian Ghost is that good. But no, it's all in the interest of giving you a real team play experience. You don't have anybody pulling you back. But it's like at the same time, I don't want to promote that you guys jump into the higher difficulties when you're not ready, guys. If you are a new player, you do need to just play the lower difficulties and get your equipment. It's an RPG. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. So you need to unlock the good weapons, the good equipment, and the good characters, so that you can perform. So you can perform in the higher difficulties and not drag the rest of the team down, because there's too much of that now, guys. I see it far too much in the pug lobbies and stuff. Just players with really low level equipment and no consumables or anything, and they just come in and you just got to carry them. You just get carried, and it's not fun to carry you, okay? It's not. Nobody wants to have to do that. What you need to do is you need to just develop your infantry and yourselves in the lower difficulties, and then come back stronger. We all had to do it, guys. People who've been playing the game from the beginning that you're trying to jump in and play with now, okay? We all rocked our bronze and silver, and then we stuck on gold, and now a lot of them are in platinum and stuff. There's a lot. I understand now that nowadays there is so much stuff for you guys to unlock, and I can understand why you would want to just get all the credit so that you can just really dive into the game. Who knows how long the servers are going to be up, but I think the servers are going to be going as long as those little store packs are being bought, to be honest, guys. But I can understand that when all the people from the beginning were rocking it, they obviously just had the base guns to unlock, and then they got it all, and the DLC came out, and then they just unlocked all the DLC content. So it was easier for us to get this stuff than it is for new players now. But you will get it just by playing. You are going to get it. Just you'll have a better experience, because I really can't understand why it would be fun for you to be carried either, guys. Do you want to run around and just see the game be completed for you, and you kind of just get to watch, or see the revive me screen a lot, or spectator mode? It's not worth it, guys. Literally, just get yourself stronger, play the lower difficulties. There's nothing wrong in that. We've all done it. I did it, and here I am telling people that I'll never see how to play the game now, because I played it, I learned it, and now I'm pretty good at it, But at the end of the day, Turian Ghost is amazing, and he's going to help you perform. To be honest, let's get more into options and stuff I like to do in these videos, and I think you guys like to know about. Obviously, I'm rocking the Harrier on this guy now. It's the best combination, it really is. I'm sure you can see this now. But all the assault rifles are your playthings. You do want to kind of be rocking the armor-piercing rounds on there, because you got shield stripping covered, guys. You really do, because we got overload, and we got it supported with tactical cloak. Even without that shield damage evolution. Let me get into that, okay? Because if we were to ignore the fact that this guy is an assault rifle master, and let's pretend he only had overload to kill enemies, right? Without the shield damage evolution. It only takes like 3 more overloads to take down the shields of any like gold boss enemy. Whereas, if you did have the shield damage evolution, it would take you considerably more overloads to actually take down the same boss's armor. Okay, and because there really is no reason for you not to just sap everything, I think you're going to benefit more with going with the build for the overload that I gave you at the beginning. Because then you're just going to hit everything hard. I mean, we're already hitting shields and barriers super hard. So you might as well just start hitting the armor and health harder too. Because I don't know if I've explained it before. I'd imagine I would have, but just in case I haven't, I'll bring it up again. With Tactical Cloak, when it comes off and you become visible again, there's actually a couple of seconds afterwards that you've actually got the damage boost in play. It's still in play. You've still got the damage boost. So there really is no loss to taking off your Tactical Cloak with Overload and then shooting. In fact, there's a loss if you don't do it, because then you haven't got the Overload hit in there as well, because you can obviously follow up Overload in an instant with your ammunition. It's just it's how the game functions. But yeah, that's that, guys. You really I haven't tapped into that, but I'm pretty sure you can see it. It's typical Infiltrator warfare. You just sort of run up. You run up, you do something, and you shoot, and so you just run up, you overload them, and you shoot them. And I mean, look at this. Me and Dom get together, and the Atlas almost just disappears. It's so much damage per second you do. But no, let's look at different options and equipment and all that kind of good stuff. Harrier's on him. Okay, Harrier's amazing. Now with Reckoning, we've actually got the Lancer that hits really hard too. It's an amazing gun. You can pretty much get the same experience. You're going to be doing a similar DPS with that gun, so go ahead and rock the Lancer. That's also, you won't have to worry about ammunition and stuff with that, which is going to be pretty cool. That'll be a great option for Platinum, actually, guys, because they're obviously one of Platinum's biggest drawbacks is that there's like fuck all in the ammo boxes. So if you don't, that's just one issue you don't have to worry about. So yeah, Lancer for Platinum. The Typhoons are incredible on him, guys. You don't forget that he's a Turian, okay? So he has the stability as well. Look at this. One button to rule them all. I just want to run down there, but I kept going into cover. Why is everything assigned to the A button? Sorry, but no, the Typhoon hits super hard, but normally the Typhoon's got a major issue with just waving around and kicking all over the place. You get to control a lot of that with this guy because he's a Turian, and then obviously you've got the assault rifle Tactical Cloak just making it even stronger. So now this is another situation where I was just caught by surprise. Actually, Misty map, did not see all the enemies in the background. Too much weapon fire came my way, didn't respond correctly to it, got taken out. But that's the only thing that takes out the Turian Ghost. It's far too easy to survive otherwise. The particle rifle is an amazing assault rifle in general, guys, but obviously it gets stronger on this guy. It goes without saying. And, another one, the Revenant, okay, that's a bit more accessible. Those last couple were ultra rares. The Revenant's just a rare gun, so you can rock the Revenant. That's got a lot of kick on it, so this Turian Ghost is going to bring that, going to control it better for you. And you can just do a lot of damage with that because it's an assault rifle. Okay, this is me rocking the heavy melee, though. I just want to bring that up. That's what I do with it, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's not that hard hitting, to be honest, and to sort of recommend any kind of melee build or for you to do it a lot. What I essentially do is use it for kill phantoms. I'll strip their shields with overload, and then I'll heavy melee them. That will floor them, and then I can gun them down before they can get their footing again. It's that simple. I also like to use it to just finish off enemies if there's like no bullets left in my clip, because as soon as you got the reticle on them, you just home in on them with the attack, so it's pretty cool. It does stagger and all that kind of good stuff, but you just want to stick with the gun. There's just, you're only gimping yourself if you don't, and it's not to any real benefit or experience, to be honest. Like I said, it's as cool as it looks. In practice, it's nothing special. It's heavy melee. Just literally hit hard. I'm going to tell you how to do that with something. Let's get back into the weapons. Saber. Okay, Saber's an incredible assault rifle. Not one of my favourites, just personal preference. There's me just flying away from a phantom, she's not going to sync kill me. But the saber hit is like a sniper rifle there, to be honest. But obviously you're going to get the assault rifle damage boost because that's what it is really. And yeah, so it's just awesome on him. But you can also get really nice damage out of some more unconventional guns like the Valkyrie and the Argus. Okay, those things actually hit really hard. They're just kind of forgettable because, you know, so many of the other usual suspects just outperform them. You know, you do kind of just forget of them that way. But, you know, if that's all you got, or if you just really want to try something different, or you're trying to get the banners, you know, assault rifle mastery and all that kind of stuff, great guy to just get all your assault rifle challenges complete, because he makes them all work. But you know, the Argus and the Valkyrie do actually hit hard, and they'll hit harder on this guy. The Argus has also got a lot of kick, so, you know, more control again with the Turian stability. Obviously, if you're a newbie, there's a lot of great uncommon assault rifles you can rock on this guy. I mean, the Vindicator, that's got a lot of kick, so he's going to control that as well, but you're also just going to hit really hard. You do need to get a bit closer to really capitalize on the you know, the inaccuracy of it. But you've got the Stimpacks and stuff to help you survive like up close situation. So yeah, the Vindicator is going to be really good for him. The Mattock, in fact, the Mattock's amazing. If you've got a trigger finger, the Mattock is amazing on this guy. You do a lot of damage with it. And the Faceton too. Okay, very similar to the Vindicator. But, you know, you don't need to let the game dictate what you do. Just because it's an assault rifle evolution doesn't mean you have to use an assault rifle. Just take advantage of the damage buff and the Turian stability, because he is the Turian Infiltrator, despite his flashy Ghost title. You can go ahead and put an SMG on him, like the Hurricane and the Tempest, okay? You can also put the Power Magnifier on there and actually make your overload stronger. So it's something you can do, but to be honest, I hope you're watching this game, because look at the damage you do with an assault rifle. It's kind of stupid not to just rock an assault rifle. I've also I've got the armor piercing on, just so because you look how fast the bosses go down with me and Dom. Well, me on my own, but when Dom gets involved, it's just ridiculous. It's like they're made out of fucking paper mache. But you know, if you could drill, obviously, if you haven't got your armor piercing, and warp would be my second choice. Then you can go ahead with warp. Because warps, if you saw my Valkyrie vid, I hope you guys did, the warp's amazing. You're obviously going to weaken armor and just do a lot of damage then. That was unfortunate. I was killed by my indecisiveness. Because I got so much damage potential in my hand with the Harrier, I wasn't sure whether to take the missile or not, and that ended up just getting me flooded by phantoms, because there's a ton of them on extraction. You can put elemental ammo on him if you want, guys, because obviously with overload you're going to be able to detonate quite efficiently. But I wouldn't recommend it. You can just do more damage with like armor piercing and stuff. I'm also rocking the shield power cells. I mean, that works for all the infiltrators. You don't get much return fire. So your shields generally regenerate quite frequently, and they're going to just do it a lot faster, the shield power cells. So that's really just sort of building on the whole extra survivability there. It is a no fitness build after all, even though it looks like it isn't. Just don't waste your cyclonic modulators though, guys, because you don't need them. You just don't need it. Save them for somebody else. You're better off with like a stabilization module, okay? Like you can really just take the Typhoon on this guy with a stabilization module. You can like snipe across Rio with it, okay? And there's the power amps as well. You can use the power amp, make your overload stronger. I'm really pushing now. I've left this late, haven't I? We're about 30 seconds on extraction. Gear, okay? I'm rocking the Warfighter package, okay? So I got the extra Stimpacks, and I got the assault rifle damage. All good stuff there. That's what you want. You want extra Stimpacks. You want extra weapon damage. So, you know, you can go with stuff like the assault loadout. That's an extra thermal clip with weapon damage. You know, if you're kind of worried about being this, you know, no fitness and stuff, and you've been squishing stuff, you can just go ahead and use the grenade capacity, so you can carry a load of them, and thermal clip storage for extra thermal clips. You can get them that way. You just can do that. But I would recommend more damage, guys. So you go with the assault rifle, rail amp, densified ammunition, if that's all you got. You know, it's just get more damage. And if you for some reason you don't even have weapon damage gear, just make your overload stronger, guys, with engineering kit, mental focuser, omnicapacitors. I tell you what, we're rivaling the Geth as it is. You stick the Geth scanner on him and you start seeing through walls like him too, yeah, you're really kind of pushing on his special little place there. But that's the game, okay, guys? The Turian Ghost is incredible. He really is. He's a full package. You can't go wrong with him. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it wasn't the cleanest game, but the damage output should make up for that. Screw you, Dom, and your Harrier 10. Please comment, rate and subscribe, guys. I'll keep the videos coming. Take care of yourselves.